about 80 to 90% of the women would be dead within the first month if if the electricity were to fail, merely because they're not capable of surviving outside of the modern society, but two, because the very first thing that would happen is we would go back to the Wild West days, almost fucking instantaneously, to I may add, where somebody talks bad about you or gets in your face or starts acting aggressive. There's no fancy little special laws. There's no police to call. So what do? You shoot that fucker in the head and move on. Like, there's no questions. Like, there's not going to be any negotiating. You're not going to have a sit down. You're not going to go before the judge. I would shoot that fucker and leave. That's it. And about 20%, if not 20 to 30% of the population are the only ones who would be left alive. merely from those two things. Because people nowadays, particularly modern women, are quote-unquote protected under modern law. Okay? The laws that govern civilized society. Well, honestly, that's not a good thing. Okay, that's a bad thing. Because what that does is it means they're allowed to say whatever they want, and they're protected from any repercussions for their actions. Because saying something is the same as doing something. It is an action. There is going to be some kind of consequence. Well, the problem is the modern society, with its rules and laws, have effectively neutered the male model. Okay, the man being a man. Where when the man says, "Woman, get inside. There's a mountain lion outside." Okay, a modern woman would go, "Where? How do you know that? Do you know what a mountain lion looks like?" And that man, that true man, is going to turn around, slap her in the fucking mouth, and say, "Get your fucking ass inside." That was not a question. Okay, that was, I'm telling you what to do so you don't die.
Yeah.
Okay, because you are incapable of surviving this ordeal on your own. Period. That's why I hate modern society so much, is it has effectively removed that entire dilemma, that entire, oh, hey, I have to do this. She has to listen in order to survive. Okay? But the problem is this entire modern society, and this is why I'm a bit of an anarchist.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what Rogue has to say about it. Go fuck off. I don't really care what he has to say.
I think y'all.
I am an anarchist because of this solely. Keith, what would you do if I broke into your house at knife point and said, "I'm gonna fuck your wife"?
You're supposed to defend yourself, especially if did he already commit the assault?
No. I'm saying if I came into your house and said, "I'm gonna fuck your wife," what are you gonna do?
Legally or humanitarian, being a human?
You as a man. I don't give a shit about any rules. There's no rules. You're out in the middle of the forest.
Grab him and say, "What the fuck did you say?"
Yeah, no, see, I wouldn't grab him. I'd shoot him. Right then and there. No questions. You're done. Because actions, even words or implied actions, have consequences.
Yeah.
Okay, period. What modern society has effectively done is it has removed that entire retaliation, that entire reason for not doing it.
Yeah.
Even down to the point where there's hardly any death penalties anymore. So you go out and you rape 5 to 10 to 15 kids. Oh, my bad. I'm gonna go to jail for 20 years.
See?
Like, really?
See?
Oh, but let's make this even better, okay? I'm gonna get a little religious on you here, Keith. This is one of the main reasons why I turned away from Christianity. Now let's say that fucking Jeffrey Dahmer pedophile not only didn't get his ass fucking fried for what he did, now he's gonna go to jail and he's gonna adopt this bogus piece of shit fucking religion that says if you accept this, you're now gonna go to fucking heaven. I'm sorry, what? What? I mean, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's think about this for a second.
Yep.
Either accepting Jesus Christ as your Savior and you'll go to heaven is a lie, or Christianity as a whole is a lie. There's really no other option there. Like, wait a minute.
Something doesn't add up.
No fucking way that if someone went out and did those horrible kinds of things to children, I don't care what kind of God it is, there is no way that a kind, merciful, and just God, such as the Christian God, portrays themselves to be, and in the Bible it actually says they are, would accept that kind of individual. There is 0% chance. And let's say on the off chance that the Christian God does, that is not a God that I want to have anything to do with. Because that's not right. Period. It's not right on a religious sense. It's not right on a fucking societal sense. It's not, but like
yeah, not right at all.
Like if you were to rewind the clock back to the age of the fucking cowboys and Indians, okay? Women had no right back then, right? It was before the women's suffrage movement. But you want to know something interesting about that? If a man were to rape a woman back then, they would hang him. No questions asked. Period. You would get the entire town involved in killing that motherfucker. Period. And so the rape rate back then, which honestly rape is probably the biggest issue that I believe women face, the rape rate back then was probably 1 in 100,000.
Oh, yeah, you think it was,
So what happened? Like, how did it go from 1 in 100,000 to 1 in 100? If not 1 in 10. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, we have this great society, and yet it was better then. Like, wait, where the fuck did that go?
See?
It's food for thought.
No, you're right. The world changed. And that's what I said. I don't know, and I can't say it changed for the better. Because some things before were a lot better than it is now. And it held people at a certain status or a certain, accountability. And now? Nope.
The bottom line is modern society, no matter what country it is, no matter whose pompous ass sits in the fucking Oval Office or on the throne of England or who gives a shit a stand, okay? It is all a house of cards. It's a fucking illusion trick, okay? Power, I forget what movie it was, where it was a quote out of it. Power resides where people believe power resides. Okay? Nothing more, nothing less. It's as simple as that. Okay? Johnny Depp, I've quoted it before, and I quoted it.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean, the very first fucking scene with him on an actual boat. He swings fucking William Turner's ass out over the ocean and says, listen close, kid. The only two things in life that matter are these. What a man can do and what a man can't do. Okay? Period. And if you think about it, that is probably the most profound thing I have ever heard. Because if you're off, let's change the scenario. Let's say you're back in the ghetto, Keith.
Yeah.
It's just you. You don't know anybody, nobody's family there, nothing. And somebody breaks into your house, at that point, are you going to ask them if they're a Christian?
Nope. It's gonna be
Are
kill or
you
be
going to
killed.
ask? Exactly. So in that scenario, when it comes right down to it, the only thing that matters is what you can do and what you can't do. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, literally, that's it. And I'm
Yeah.
not talking about what you can't do.
What's
as
up,
in
zombie?
terms of
I see you. I can't
as,
text on my phone though. Not while you're on
and I'm
this.
not talking about what you can't do as in
Yeah.
terms of what the law will tell you can't do. I'm talking
Yeah.
about what you yourself personally.
Oh yeah. It would have been.
I couldn't really see you tying them to a chair and ripping their fingernails out. Okay.
Yeah.
I just can't see you doing that. Me, on the other hand, if I find out someone has been abusive to my daughter,
Yeah, oh,
that
yeah.
motherfucker better wish he'd never been born, because when I'm done with him, he will be a armless, legless, blindless, sightless fucking turd rolling down the street, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay? I will go full fucking, what's that movie with Gerald Butler?
Yeah.
Fucking, I forget what it's called. I'll go full fucking Gerald Butler on his ass. I do not care. Okay? And if
There's got to be a line drawn somewhere. Not for you, but I'm talking about as in before someone snaps and you can't. You know, what's that case where that guy got he killed his son? It's a famous, you've seen it. It was in the 80s where the guy, he killed his son and he tried to play crazy. And the guys in the courthouse and they're walking the one guy out. He's at the phone booth and he turns around and shoots him in the head. They say, "Donnie, why'd you do it? Donnie." And he got arrested and got out free the next day. You've seen it. It was in the it was in the 80s. Yeah, he killed his son wrongfully, and he played crazy in court to get out of it. And he went to a mental institute with no nothing. And the father was mad. He said, "I'll send you the clip, and you can look it up yourself." He's at a phone booth right in the courthouse, and he's going by, and then the guy turns around and shoots him right in there. It's 3 different videos. Now, at first it was 1, but now it surfaced up 2 ones that I think it was like in 84, 83, somewhere around that time. And guess what? It was justified. It may not have said it was physically justified, but guess what? Did he do any jail time? Nope. Did he get in any trouble? Nope. Because they know damn well that guy there was nothing wrong with him when he killed that man's son. And all of a sudden you play crazy to get out of it. And guess what?
Yep. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly.
Nope, it didn't fly. And he went to jail just to be held in there. Next day, guess what? Nothing.
Well, I do believe
that's justice.
I believe Jordan Peterson has re-quoted a individual where, and I forget the exact quote, but basically what he says is, and what the quote is there's no greater fury or no greater anger, or I forget the exact word, but there's no greater anger than a righteous man who has lost his reason to be righteous.
Yeah.
Okay? That's my point, is like these people who live in modern society have forgotten that just because men don't go around, doing the Conan to crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of the women, just because men of modern society don't, does not mean we're not capable of it.
Yeah.
And this is where I say where modern society is deathly afraid, and this is why they have such bullshit fucking laws, is because they are deathly afraid that the men in the world will wake up and be like, "Oh shit, why the fuck should we listen to you again?"
Yeah.
And it's the same for me. Like, if I were to find out one of Luna May's daycare people were sexually abusing her, one, you're gonna see me on the news, Keith. I will be on the news. Because the body count that I will stack up, and I'm telling you this is legitimate, the body count I will stack up, I am literally going to go out and kill as many people as I can get my hand on until I fucking find out. I don't want to hear, I don't care cops, judges, I do not give a shit. Because
it's like the movie Man on Fire. You seen that?
Because compared to her, to me, every other person on this entire planet is useless, is meaningless. I don't give two shits about them.
Yeah.
Okay. And the only thing keeping me from, like, I'm not going to go out and just actively start doing it now because there's no reason to it. But, like, let's say she gets kidnapped, okay? For a good example, okay? And, oh, well, the detectives don't have any leads and yada yada, we're doing the best we can. I'll buy that for 2 weeks or a week after that. I'm going to go into that detective's office and be like, look, you either start shaking the fucking trees or I'm going to start shaking the trees.
Exactly.
When I shake that tree, bodies are going to fall out of it. Period. Like, I'm
Yeah.
straight up telling them. No, I don't care if it's them. I don't care if it's the fucking lawyer. I don't care if it's the district attorney. I don't care who it is. Anyone who gets in my way from that point on is dead.
It's
I
free
don't care.
game. And
I'm
I would.
going to find a fucking answer one way or the other. I don't care.
That's why I say that you know, in certain in things like that, that's a reason to, you know, that's a good reason to, you know, and nobody should question a person for, especially when you're supposed to be your child's protector. You're supposed to be the person they're supposed to look to for safety and guidance. And if you're saying you're not
Well,
going to do it, you know,
it's more than that. It's you know, I'm supposed to put faith in this fucked up society. All
yeah,
right, that society has 2 weeks to
yeah,
find me a lead, or I'm going to start doing it myself. I'm going to revert to my fucking ancestry, and I'm going to start beheading people. I don't care. Like
yeah,
and like I said, I don't care who get in my way. I don't care if it's the president of the United States. I don't care if it's my grandmother. My grandmother could walk in front of me and you'd say, you need to stop this. If you don't stop this, I'm going to do this. I'll kill them. I don't care. Because compared to my daughter,
yeah,
everyone else on this planet is
yeah.
meaningless.
I agree with you.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, you guys, right? You know what it would be like.
Yeah, that's just you know, I definitely agree with you. There's no hands down. Hell, I'll probably help you. Shit.
that's what everybody tells me when I put it in that terms. Everybody says that, but I'm speaking literally here. I will rack out the highest body count I can. I want this to reverberate. They can kill me at the end of it. I'll inject myself. I don't care. But at the end of it, I don't want this lesson to ever be fucking forever.
Because if in my heart, I believe it. If in my heart that I know what I'm doing is right, nothing else matters to me. I'm a guy by principle. But if I know damn going well what I'm doing in my heart is right, you know, hey, you can't change my mind.
Well, see, you fuck with a man's righteousness, the reason he's holding back, or the reason he doesn't do things. And all of a sudden, you know, very dark things start happening because at that point there's not even the concept of the means justify the end. Okay, right? So in order to find her, I honestly, you could put the Pope in front of me. I don't care. I'll kill the Pope. I will torture the fucking Pope. You put anyone in front of me. I don't care who it is. Okay? Because at that point, every person has their line. Every person has a line.
Yeah, everybody's got a
And
freaking
that
line.
one's mine. Do not fuck with my family. Do not fuck with my family. Period. And see, but the problem with modern society is that it's, oh, well, follow the law. Go, just report it. Wait for the detectives. Be patient. Yada yada. This, that. This, that. This. That bullshit. Because this fucked up society, with all of its rules and regulations, is what has caused this problem.
Yeah.
I'll be damned if I'm going to let it try and fix it. I'll give it a chance to fix it. And they better start shaking the trees, and I mean that day. Okay, there's no spreading word. You get your fucking SWAT team together.
Yeah.
You go hit every fucking chomo's house in the goddamn city. Or I'm going to do it. And when I find a chomo, and I know it's a chomo, I don't care whether she's there or not. That motherfucker's dead. Okay? Period. I'll do it myself. And at the end of it, they can hang me or whatever. I don't really give a shit. So, Yeah, you can tell Rogue I fucking said that.
I'm friends with both of y'all, and I see both of y'all's point of view. It's not like that between me. Y'all have two different views about it. I wish y'all were cool, but everybody's not going to get along with everybody. And I think he's even said he respects your views despite you not liking it, but just like his, you
No,
respect it.
he didn't.
I'm talking about when me and him talked. When me and him talked afterwards,
Okay.
he said
Okay.
that.
Just because he said it to you,
Yeah,
why wasn't he man enough to say it to me?
I don't remember y'all's the debate as clearly, but I do know he was like, hey,
Dude, he
hey.
called me an agent of the devil.
Okay, I do remember that part.
That was not a joke.
I don't know what the fuck he meant by that. You know it was
Okay,
funny.
okay, hold
You
on,
knew it was funny too.
hold on. It was not fucking funny. It was
You
an
thought it
insult,
was freaking
but I
funny too.
ignored it. Of course I thought it was funny because it's so fucking ridiculous.
I
I'm gonna
told
tell
him.
you this, Keith. Are you streaming right now? Or are you talking to
Yeah,
someone?
I'm streaming on here, but I'm gonna mute it. Hold on. Kill this guy. Okay, I'm muting now.
I
To,
never actually said anything.
I'm talking about to
Never had
Blue.
a chance to.
I'm talking about to Blue.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, he seemed to like it. I haven't talked to him. I don't know where he's been at, but
Uh,
yeah, but he did like it. Yeah, he was liking that.
um, Keith